The Gifts of Imperfection. Brené Brown's The Gifts of Imperfection is a deeply human and heart centered book that teaches us how to live with authenticity, self compassion, and courage. It is about letting go of who we think we are supposed to be and embracing who we truly are, with all our flaws, fears, and vulnerabilities. This book is not about achieving perfection or success, it's about becoming wholehearted, living a life filled with connection, meaning, and self worth. Brene Brown, a researcher on shame and vulnerability, combines years of study with personal stories to show that imperfection is not a weakness, it is what makes us human and lovable. The heart of the book, wholehearted living. Brown introduces the concept of wholehearted living, living from a place of worthiness. It means having the courage to be imperfect, showing compassion toward ourselves and others, connecting with people through authenticity. Wholehearted living is not something we achieve, it's a daily practice. It's about waking up each morning and saying, no matter what gets done or how it looks, I'm enough. This mindset changes everything. Instead of living for approval, we live for truth. Of hiding our flaws, we own them with grace, courage, compassion, and connection. These three are the pillars of wholehearted life. Courage. True courage is not about being fearless, it's about telling our story with our whole heart. It means saying, this is me, even when we fear judgment. Small acts of courage, like speaking your truth, asking for help, or admitting mistakes, slowly build inner strength. Compassion. Compassion begins with ourselves. Brown says we can't practice compassion with others if we can't treat ourselves kindly. Instead of punishing ourselves for being imperfect, we must talk to ourselves like we would talk to someone we love. Connection. Connection is why we are here. It gives purpose and meaning to our lives. But true connection only happens when we let ourselves be seen, not as perfect but as real. Shame and the fear of not being enough. At the core of perfectionism lies shame, the belief that we are not good enough, not worthy of love or belonging. Brown defines shame as the intensely painful feeling that we are unworthy of connection. Unlike guilt, I did something bad. Shame says I'm bad. When we live in shame, we hide behind masks, pretending to be fine, strong, or successful. The antidote to shame is empathy. When we share our story with someone who listens with compassion, shame loses its power. Brown writes, if we can share our story with someone who responds with empathy and understanding, shame can't survive. Letting go of perfectionism. Perfectionism is not the same as striving for excellence. Excellence comes from love. Perfectionism comes from fear, fear of judgment, rejection, or failure. Brown says perfectionism is a shield we use to protect ourselves from shame, but in reality, stops us from growing, connecting, and creating. She advises replace perfectionism with healthy striving. Focus on doing your best, not on being perfect. Replace self criticism with self compassion. Treat yourself kindly when things go wrong. Accept that imperfection is beauty. It's what makes you real and relatable. The 10 guideposts for wholehearted living. The heart of the book is built around 10 guideposts, each teaching how to live more authentically and let go of the things that hold us back. Guidepost 1, cultivating authenticity, letting go of what people think. Authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we should be and embracing who we are. It's not about trying to be different, it's about being true. Every time we choose honesty over pretending, we strengthen authenticity. Guidepost 2: Cultivating self compassion, letting go of perfectionism. Be kind to yourself when you fail or struggle. Self compassion means recognizing that imperfection is part of being human. Brown's three elements of self compassion: kindness to self instead of judgment, common humanity, knowing everyone struggles, mindfulness, being aware of feelings without being controlled by them. Guidepost 3: Cultivating a resilient spirit, letting go of numbness and powerlessness. When we feel pain, many of us turn to distractions: food, work, social media, or control. But real strength comes from feeling our emotions fully. Resilience grows when we face pain with faith, hope, and purpose. Guidepost 4: Cultivating gratitude and joy, letting go of scarcity and fear of dark. Joy is not the absence of pain, it's the presence of gratitude. Brown found that people who live joyfully have one thing in common: they practice gratitude daily. Every simple moment, a quiet morning, a kind word, become sacred when you see them as gifts. Guidepost 5: Cultivating intuition and trusting faith, letting go of the need for certainty. We often try to control life, but true peace comes from trusting uncertainty. Intuition is not magic, it's the wisdom of our heart combined with experience. Trust grows when we listen to that inner voice, even when logic disagrees. Guidepost 6: Cultivating creativity, letting go of comparison. Comparison kills creativity. When we compare, we forget our uniqueness. Brown reminds us there is no such thing as creative people and non creative people. There are only people who use their creativity and those who don't. Creativity is a way to express our soul through writing, music, problem solving, or even cooking. Guidepost 7: Cultivating play and rest. Letting go of exhaustion as a status symbol. We live in a world that glorifies busyness. People wear exhaustion like a badge of honor, but rest, play, and laughter are essential for a wholehearted life. Brown encourages scheduling play, joy, and sleep, not as luxuries but as necessities. Guidepost 8: Cultivating calm and stillness, letting go of anxiety as a lifestyle. Calmness doesn't mean lack of activity, it means clarity and peace inside chaos. Stillness allows us to hear ourselves. Practices like deep breathing, meditation, or quiet walks can help us slow down and reconnect with our center. Guidepost 9: Cultivating meaningful work, letting go of self doubt and supposed to do. Meaningful work is not just a job, it's anything that brings purpose and joy. Brown says we must stop chasing others' definitions of success and follow what feels right to our hearts. It's about doing what makes you feel alive, not what looks impressive. Guidepost 10: Cultivating laughter, song, and dance, letting go of cool and always in control. Joyful expression, laughing, singing, dancing, connects us to our humanity. Brown reminds us that adults often silence their joy for fear of looking silly, but laughter and music heal shame and strengthen our spirit. She says letting go of cool and embracing laughter and song is the key to joy. The power of vulnerability. Brown emphasizes that vulnerability is not weakness, it's courage in its purest form. It means showing up and letting yourself be seen when you can't control the outcome. When we numb vulnerability, we also numb joy, love, and creativity. Vulnerability is the birthplace of every meaningful experience: love, trust, creativity, and connection. Letting go and choosing worthiness. Brown ends with a message that self worth is not something we earn, it's something we choose. We are worthy of love and belonging now, not when we become thinner, richer, or more successful. She writes, owning our story and loving ourselves through that process is the bravest thing that we will ever do. Wholehearted living is not a destination, it's a practice. Each day, you choose courage over comfort, compassion over criticism, and authenticity over approval. Key lessons: you are enough as you are, not as others expect you to be. Perfection is a form of fear, let it go. Vulnerability connects us to others and to ourselves. Gratitude and joy grow from small daily choices. Self compassion is the foundation of true strength. Summary essence: the gifts of imperfection is a guide to embracing your authentic self. It invites you to stop hiding behind masks of perfection and to live with courage, compassion, and connection. Brown's message is simple yet powerful. You don't need to be perfect to be worthy of love. Imperfection is not a flaw, it is your gift.